Board members, this is it. The boardroom is once again open, and tonight it is Overboss Campaign Level 6 Dungeon Master. Board is set. Well, it's empty. My job is to set the board. So the deal with tonight is this. You see the other 5 campaign cards on the left part of the screen. You see I've got but 2 soul gems per card, so that's going to be 10 soul gems. Above me here on the side quest card, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soul gems. That gives me a total of 15 for now. That makes me a mini boss, but I'm not happy with the mini boss title. Since I'm a beginner, I have no villainy icons, so I'm a very spooky mini boss. That doesn't sound very scary. I don't think like even a level 1 fighter, rogue, major, cleric would be very afraid of a very spooky mini boss. So we're going to work on that title. Level 6 tonight, Dungeon Master. I got my choice of 5 different terrain tiles. So I picked Desert, I picked Sky Island, Cloud Islands, I picked Orc Encampments, I picked Volcanoes, and the 5th one I picked, I believe, was the Caves, the Dragon Caves. For various reasons. Actually, I went over those reasons on the Twitch live stream, and I'll probably talk about them throughout the campaign tonight. So here we go. Let's find out what we got. Oh, King Croak's ability. I almost forgot that. Draft twice this turn and skip your next turn. I thought initially that was kind of a bummer ability, but sometimes when you're going to lose a tile towards the end that you don't want to lose, it could be a good ability to save that tile. It's probably going to happen more later at the end of the game because that becomes more important. This tile becomes more important than it is at the beginning of the game because you really don't know how the board is going to flush out just yet. His scoring ability is score +2 for each dungeon on your map at the end of the game. Now my strategy tonight is to score 65 plus points and do the dungeon run, which is score 10 or more points with dungeons. I'm not yet going to try to build a dungeon surrounded by the same tile type on all sides. I don't think, unless the tiles come up that way in such a way that I can get 10 of them, because I counted it out, it's 10 tiles around the edge. If that happens, great. But I'm more gunning for points from the dungeons and 65 plus points overall. Then I'll have to go back through the campaign to get some of those extra soul gems to make my title something worthy of a level 20 epic character to make them shake in their boots. All right, what are these tiles? We've got, starts off with a volcano. I picked volcano because they're a base 4 points each. I really like that. The Dragon Cave. Now, I picked that because it's easy to make them worth 3. All you have to do is touch these cave edges. There's another one, and Cloud Islands. Now, I picked Cloud Islands just in case I only get a couple of them, and I was gonna surround this with different types. They are worth a lot of points if you don't flood your area with a bunch of different tile types. So, one of my side quests that I do want to do is 3 mini bosses. So I think this is going to be a pretty important one. So let's start with volcanoes here. And my dream was to put Cloud Islands all around the edge and make it worth 70 points. But there would be 2 different tiles here. I'll fill it up with all clouds, 12 times 7, 84 points. That would be a killer dungeon. And very well themed. I do want to do the volcano. Yeah. Because if I put it down now, it doesn't blow anything up. And I don't want to put it on the edge yet until I see whether or not we can fill up the edge with the same type of tile. Which might be these if another one comes up. Oh, shoot. Thinking of that. You know what? We weren't going to go for theme dungeons, so we're not going to go for theme dungeon. Just going for points and hopefully dungeon points. Here goes. Okay. I'm going to play the volcano. Right there. Mini boss. Right on top. We lose this tile for now. Shuffle these down. Draw one from here. Another volcano. Another from here. The desert tile. Now I picked the desert tiles because if I can chain 5 of them together, it's worth 20 points. And that's going to help a lot towards the 68 or 65 point goal. Okay. Big bands of monsters also helps with that. So I'm thinking Cloud Island. Monster goes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm undoing that sound effect. I want size 4 bands be towards the bottom there, the side quests. And the only way to do that is on a complete row here. So why not put this volcano here instead? Monster goes on top. And then I'll lose this. Now, depending on what comes up, I might use King Croak's ability right now to draft both of these to get these fire elementals. Might not, just again, depends on what comes up. Let's see what comes up. Another cloud, which is nice. And another volcano, which is nice. Okay. I'll lose this cloud if I do draft twice, though. And then I'll lose this volcano. Okay, really got to think about this. Another fire elemental, incredible. Okay. The best I can't have them all. I can't. I cannot have all these fire elementals, no matter what. I'm going to lose one. So I think my best bet is to take this one and this one and save King Croak's ability for a future turn. Taking this one will, of course, lose this at the end of the turn, and then I can take this one next turn and lose this at the end of next turn. So that's going to be my best bet. So let's take this Cloud Island. Right here. Monster goes here. I lose these two. Sad about that fire elemental. Slide these down. Let's see what I get. Another volcano. Wow. I probably will have enough to surround this thing since I decided to not do it. Another tile. Let's go with this one. Another desert. Okay. Just use one more fire elemental. That would be perfect. No, and yes. Okay, that's going to lower the points of my Cloud Island, and this is worth 0 points. So the real question here is, do I suck it up that this is 0 points? Suck it up that this is 0 points, because that'll be 4 points with a band of monsters, and I think that is the case. So let's do Cloud Island. Monster. Losing this volcano. Slide this down. What are you? Another, okay. Well, if I can chain these together, they start to become worth more points. And that's all right. That's why I picked them. Couple of dragons. Okay. I'm going to stick with the plan and try to get this 2 size 4 bands of monsters. So I'm going to take this desert. Take its monster, and I've created 1 size 4 band. Gets rid of this volcano and this orc. Sliding these down. Can I get lucky and get some more deserts? Another volcano. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 of the 10. What are you? An orc encampment. Now I picked orc encampments because if I can get 4 different ones, they'll be worth 4 points each. I did that for points also. I'm seeing no dungeons. I'm kind of cutting myself off from getting them too. If I put a dungeon here and a dungeon here, I could still do well with points. Oh, but I would cut off my desert there. Okay. Could use some mini bosses here. What do I want to do? Well, I got to keep going with this desert. That's why I picked the desert, was to try to chain 5 of them together. These terrain types were by design. If I'm going to be an overboss, doggone it, I'm going to have to learn to adapt. Oh, so do I take my double turn right now? I'll lose this one. They'll all scoot down. I'll draw 3 more. Then I'll lose this one, which is fine. So yes, I'm going to use his ability to take my double turn right now. Okay. I lose the far right. These shift down. I draw 3 more. 1, 2. Incredible amount of volcanoes. 3. 3 more tokens. 1, 2, 3. Mini bosses, fantastic. That will. Ooh. I gotta be smart about that one. Because when a volcano shows up, it blows up everything around it. Okay, so I have to skip this turn, which means I lose this tile and this token. That was the boss or King Croak's ability for letting me take 2 turns in a row. 2 different orc encampments, and what is this? Say what, if that was a crystal? If that was a crystal, I would have went for it. Because I could also use 2 crystals this game would help me fill in a side quest as well. But mini bosses. So I believe children are our future. This volcano. What are the odds of me pulling another fire elemental? This is just super unlucky that I get the mini bosses at the volcanoes, because they're going to blow up all the other stuff I was working for. I think I have to let that not happen. So I think the mini boss idea is out. So we're back to a couple of different orc camps. I'm going to take this one and then probably this one. So let's do it here. I'm leaving these 2 open, hoping for more deserts. Yeah. These are now worth 4 apiece. I did get a crystal. So 1 more crystal and I've got that on lockdown. Bye-bye volcano, bye-bye mini boss. Caves do me no real good at the moment. Use another desert, but why not be a cave? That does me no good. Unless it's a fire elemental. Nope. So I put this matching monster on the cave. It could be worth 4 points here. Well, okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and take this. This tile. And put it here. Mini boss. Might be back in effect. We'll see what happens. I lose the orc encampment. The dragon token. 2 tiles. Let's go back to the bottom. Okay, good. Desert. It's going to go there. And desert. Cool. So I'm going to choose those. That is a fact. Definitely not going to get 2 size 4 bands this turn. But I can't put another type of tile. These need to be worth 7, 6, 5. These are worth 4. These are worth 4. I want to keep them worth 4. So I'm going to keep all these tiles the same. So let's just start with this desert. Yep. and his little sandworm. Then I lose this tile, this token. Another orc camp. A dungeon. A little late for a dungeon. Come on, mini boss. That is not a mini boss. Ooh. Crystal for volcanoes. That's worth 3 points for me. This dungeon would be worth 1, 2, 3 points. So that's a 6-point turn. It would go here because this is going here for that 20-pointer. Oh, but then that makes those worth 3. 6 minus 2 is 4. That's only a 4-point turn. Take you through that math real quick. These are worth 4 points apiece right now. But if I add another tile type, they both lower by 1. So minus 2 points for that, plus 6 points for this. That's a net 4 points on that turn. So I may or may not do that depending on what comes up. This desert, though, is going there. Monster, it can go anywhere I want. Maybe put it here. In case I get another sandworm, I can have a size 2 band there. Lose this tile and this. Scoot these down. Draw 2 more. You're a dungeon. Saddens me. What do I want? I want another Cloud Island. And, well, actually, this isn't a bad pull for this either. I could use an orc camp with a fire elemental here would also be really good. So let's see. I did not get an orc camp. So it's going to be this one. Oh. Okay. Tough choices here. I can get my 2 crystals by pulling this, but again, it lowers my point, or I get 4 points for pulling this. This is worth 3, and this is worth, that's right. So I think this is better. It's a different orc camp, so it's a unique, so they'll be worth 2 points each. So this is going to go there, monster, there. And that's going to finish out my level 6 dungeon. Is it worth enough points? No, I don't think so. Let's find out. Volcanoes, though, are really, really heavy points, so let's start with them. That's 12 points in volcanoes. Desert, 20 points. So, I mean, that was a good idea. We've got Cloud Island. They're worth 7, 6, 5, 4 each, so 8 points in clouds. Then we've got 0 dungeons. Then, oh, the orc camps are a total of 4. So 20 and 20 is 40. 44 points. 44 points in just tiles. So let's see what we did in tokens. Mini bosses. 2. Darn. So 4 points in mini bosses. Really wanted to do 3. Crystals. None. Matching monsters. 1, 2. Bands. I had a size 4 band, which is worth 7 points. I had a size 2 band, which is worth 3 points, I believe. Nope, 2 points. So this is worth 2 points, and this is worth 2 points. So 2 and 4 more, so 7. That's 11. 11 points in bands of monsters. That gives me 13, 17. 17 plus 44 is 61. The boss wanted 65. Now, I get +2 for each dungeon on my map. At the end of the game, oh, I forgot about that. It would have negated. It would have negated the -2 here. So it would have been, I guess it would have literally been the same. Oh, no, I would have had I'm just going to find out. So if I put this here. Oh, but then I'd lose 2. Okay, never mind. I'd lose 2 for the band 2 band of monsters. So gain 2 for this, lose 2 there. So it's still not worth it. Wow, I didn't get any of those. I have to repeat level 6 all over. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just redo level 6. Now my regular lives are gone. I'm on extra lives here on out. And that's what I'm gonna have to do. So thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go back at the Dungeon Master level 6 here yet again and see if I can't conquer some of those soul gems. I did, however, get, no, I didn't get any. I didn't get in size 4. I didn't get a size 4 band. For 2 size 4 bands, I didn't get 2 crystals. Should have just taken the crystal and filled in another spot on my side quests. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the game. And as always, I'll see you at the next boardroom meeting.